What if the only way of communicating was through interpretive dance? Can you imagine how dangerous driving would be?
What about us non-dancing folk? Do we get a handicap license then?
Sure. I mean, just get your dancing shoes and your Datsuns ready, because
Here we
This
go!
episode is filmed in front of a studio audience, and it's brought to you by Aguila's Hidaway.
The Lighthouse, keep up!
What up, y'all, and welcome back to the Dumb Podcast. I am Don Dario.
Yo, what up, Don? And I am Kev The Allstar.
Yeah, today on the Ha Ha Hack, we're going to be talking about a comics perspective, seeing life through a comics point of view. Kev The Allstar.
Yo, Don, this is good stuff. The topic of this episode is communication. Conveying what's wrong, but also what's right.
That's right. And as always, we end it with a little jiggity joke session. So kick back, chillax, and enjoy.
Boom.
So welcome back, folks. Thank you all again for watching and supporting the Dumb Podcast. It's a pleasure to be here and keep doing this. Thank you all to everybody who helps, especially
Yes.
the place of this.
Yes, thank you.
The owner of this place and everybody else out there that contributes. Kev The Allstar. How are you, sir? How are you doing? How was this week?
This week,
Past week? 2
Don
weeks?
Dario Comedy.com. That's his link. Check him out. Follow him. Subscribe. Not just to the Dumb Podcast, but to us as individuals. DonDarioComedy.com, KevTheAllstar.com. Check us out.
That's right.
And welcome to the Dumb Podcast. I'm Kev the Allstar. I'm hype as hell to be here today. I just came back from Salt Lake City, Utah, also known as Slut. There's a comment in there somewhere that's for you to figure it out. You nasty sluts. There's a comma in there somewhere. You can figure it out.
Yeah, put it wherever.
Put it wherever,
Probably
because
at
that's
the
how they
end.
like it.
Probably at the end.
Or in the middle.
Yeah. What were you doing out there? What'd you go to?
Actually, I went out there for my cousin's wedding. He got married in an amazing place. It's funny, I lived there all these years, and I had never been to this specific place. It's called Eden, or something like that. The Garden of Eden. It's not Eden. Dang, I already forgot what it's called. But whatever. It was called
beautiful.
Wolf Creek is the resort. It's a ski resort, and it's about an hour north of Ogden. If anyone's watching, they'll probably know. But if you haven't been there, strongly suggest you go up there. It's amazing. Little getaway spot, but then I ended up at a car show. I actually drove the Lincoln out there, drove jump off up there, and ended up at a car show that I wasn't
What?
aware was happening. Yeah, so that was cool.
Nice.
Definitely.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to Wise Guys and JD out there. So that was all good, you know.
Nice. That sounds
Definitely.
like amazing time, man.
was a
Utah,
great time.
get away from the heat.
Yes, sir.
It's been
Yes, sir.
raining. It's
Yo.
hot and moist out here.
Don, you're gonna like this. And you people out there, if you're in Utah or somewhere that has oxygen and moisture to your lungs, roll your windows down.
Yep.
You don't need your AC on. Y'all talking about it's hot.
Nope.
All day in Salt Lake, people talking about, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. I was in the sauna in a gym in there with a cup of coffee. It was ridiculous. And no offense to the gym. Their sauna was a little warm. But the conversation in there, I finally broke and just started laughing.
No.
Because everyone was complaining how hot it is.
Oh,
But I was
my
in there with a hoodie on and, for real, a cup of coffee in the sauna. And I just started laughing. I said, y'all are funny. This ain't hot.
Pussies.
Y'all got
Pretty
trees
sad.
and clouds and mountains and lots of white people with good credit scores. That just means it's cooler there.
Yep. They control the weather now. I don't know.
It's the church. I don't know.
Folks,
Anyway, let's go.
the Dumb Podcast
You're not
is
ready.
honored to
You're not
welcome
ready.
this next comedian. Please help me give it up for the hilarious Lady Q, that funny girl.
Hey!
Yeah.
Welcome, Lady Q,
Lady
that funny
Q,
gal.
That's
Thank
right.
you, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Glad to
so
have you.
excited.
Glad
How
to have
are you? How was the drive over here?
The drive was it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I felt like that Chicago girl going to visit somewhere.
Okay.
You know, in Chicago, everywhere is in a distance that you don't mind driving.
Yeah.
Out here,
Spaced out.
you're
Everything's
just hoping that you don't get lost.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna tell the people? I went there. Like, where's there? You
Where-
know, there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know
right.
this part. So
Yeah, it's
it was an
desert.
adventure.
You got to fill up every time you go somewhere. You got
And
to
I
give another
actually
tank of
did. I
gas.
filled up before I got here. Who told you?
I know.
20,
Oh, my
20
God.
20 cents off with my fries bonuses. So, hey,
Hey.
shout out to Kroger Products.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We need sponsorship.
Right.
y'all.
I did that for the sponsorship. That
Yeah.
was,
That's love.
you're welcome.
We do. Well, Lady Q has performed all over the place, man, and she does it all. Let me tell you, Lady Q, thank you for being with us today.
Of course.
This segment that we're about to start here is called the Ha Ha Hack.
Okay.
This is where we share our experiences of doing stand-up comedy while we're all in the trenches together.
Okay.
Because as far as I know, we're not all professionals, but we still got something to learn and something to share and more to gain. So we
Right.
try to throw it out there.
In my head, I'm as professional. But
Well,
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right.
I put All-Star after my name. So,
exactly.
I mean, you know what I mean? I'll
Exactly.
definitely promote myself up there.
There you go.
But there's a few names that others
little
would think
higher.
of. A little
Yeah.
higher. I think.
Gotcha,
But like you
gotcha.
said, not mentally.
Right,
I am
right.
my number one.
Yeah, in our heads.
feel that.
Ooh,
Definitely,
man, the world is
definitely.
waiting on us.
Promote
That's
yourself.
right.
They don't even know what they're missing. They don't even know.
That's
That's
why
right.
I said follow,
Follow.
subscribe, support, share.
Yep.
All of those little
Share.
things,
All
click,
of it.
like, or even if you want to just complain, comment. Because hey, I don't give a damn because I'm serious. My mama taught me if they saying something good, good. If they saying something bad, good. If they stop talking about you, that's when you should care because then they do not give a damn.
That's bad.
But if they complain, go ahead and say my name.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Very well said.
I can
very
only
well.
laugh when militant Kev comes out. I've seen it turn people away. I've seen it scare the hell out of black people and white people.
Yeah.
They literally got up. Yeah. I love
ooh.
it when he comes out. It's
Yeah,
weird. It's
dangerous
weird.
right here. Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
I'll leave the rank on the back burner. Hoorah!
So today on the Ha Ha Hack, we're going to be talking about the comics perspective. Now, I wanted
Okay.
to talk about this because, in all honesty, I was social media stalking you. All right. We're going to talk about this because you mentioned 5 things not to say to a comic, and we're going to expand on those 5 things right now. So, do you remember these 5 things that I'm talking
I don't
about?
know if I remember all of them, but I remember.
Okay, pick one, because I know them.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
okay. I
On
can
the
pick
spot.
one.
Yeah?
The one that I think I'll go with is every time you tell someone you're a comic, they say, "You're a comic? Tell me something funny."
Yes.
Yep.
Hate it.
Exactly.
Make me laugh.
Hate it. Make
Exactly.
me laugh.
Make me
That's
laugh.
it.
Like, it's not a job. It's not on the spot. We're not a
Exactly.
machine or you put in a quarter. And, I don't know if the future is going to be like that eventually with these robots and
Yeah,
shit.
right.
With
Mm-hmm.
AI, maybe not. But I love to hear a robot dick joke.
It still won't be as funny as us.
Right. But, like, that's the thing.
For
We're
real.
not that. There's nothing like that. So why are
Exactly.
you treat.
Yeah.
Well, I just went through that at my boy from like 8th grade. I actually introduced. So I was meeting for the first time. I was meeting his daughter and his son. Mm-hmm. And this dude, I pretty much played Cupid because his current wife was a good friend of mine. And then he came to the school and she said, "Hey, who's the new kid?" And in Utah, it's who's the new black kid.
Who's the new black
And of
kid?
course, I
Yeah.
knew the brother. I
Uh-huh.
said, "Oh, they've been together ever since." So shout out to David and Carrie. Much love.
Yeah,
But
y'all. Yeah.
the daughter on the spot. "Oh, you're the comedian friend." Make me laugh.
Oh.
In front of her man, too. And I'm like,
It's so
bag it.
disrespectful.
But considering the peeps, and I was like, all right, let's go. But I kept it. It was a little one-liner. And I got the laugh. So I was like,
I'm
all
not
right.
doing it.
But
I'm not doing it.
normally I won't do it. Yeah.
No, you're not gonna.
She
pimp
said no
me
matter
out.
who.
Right.
You're not
You're
going to
not
pimp
gonna
me.
pimp me out
Thank
because
you.
if I'm gonna be funny, if you talk to me for 5 good minutes, you will laugh.
Facts.
And that's the part. It's like, did you not notice that you laughed already?
Right.
And now you want to pimp me out on command?
Right.
I mean,
That-
do I smoke
we
after
just
this?
met.
What happened?
I just met you. We ain't
Exactly.
even went on the
Tickle
first
my
date.
feet or something.
Yeah.
My feet.
Give me a
Oh.
Pepsi, lots of
Yeah.
ice, something.
You know what?
That's
Wave
actually
some
pretty
money
good.
in front of me.
A little
I
something,
might.
little
do
Hey, just bring me
I
a
might give you
sandwich.
joke.
Right? It's the sandwich.
A sandwich. So bring me a sandwich.
Bring
Hey,
me a
I made
sandwich.
this sandwich for you. Do you think I could get a joke?
Then we can laugh about
Deal.
it. You know, but other than that, you tell me that, and then the other one. Again, I don't remember all 5 of them, but this one I definitely remember. People will see you perform, and then they'll say this: "Oh, you funnier than I thought you were."
Yo.
Really?
What?
So you took the time to
Yo,
assess.
truth.
Having not opened my mouth,
Yeah.
you assess. Oh, she don't really look that funny.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because now, if you open the door, let's roast a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about you.
Right.
Because you're not as anything as I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had a good credit score.
Is there a third one? I don't know. I'd like to add one.
You want? Go
for it.
Probably is the, you get off stage, they walk up to you. Hey, dang, you a comic? Maybe you could use this.
Oh, you can use this.
That was one.
I got
That
one that
was
you
one.
could use.
I got one. I got one.
Yeah.
Or they'll say it the other way. Like for me, I'm in corporate America, and someone will say something funny. Oh, you could use that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to hear that in your set. No, you won't.
Right.
You really won't.
Oh, you're a mulatto? I got the best joke for you.
Yeah.
How?
What?
How could you?
How?
Possibly?
How?
What?
I mean, it's the fact that you feel that we are unaffirmed or we can't do our job without your input.
Right.
Like I can't be a comic for real until you tell me that last knock knock joke or that dad
Dad
joke
joke?
that you read on that bazooka pack
Exactly.
of gum 22 years ago
pack
that
of
you
gum.
kept.
The bazooka.
isn't Facebook.
The bazooka
pack of
gum.
Life isn't Facebook. Life isn't YouTube. Life
it's
isn't
not.
Hulu. Like you don't just get to see this and automatically judge us and give us 5 stars and write a
Exactly.
review in front of my face. all right?
Exactly.
You get to see this and that's it. Like maybe you don't have the personality to have comic friends. You know what I mean? So
Right.
maybe work on that. But like I
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Don
if I
hitting
was,
them.
if I was a woman, I wouldn't go up to a gynecologist and just say, "Hey, look at this."
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Just because he's out at Whole Foods.
Right, right. And you know that that's his profession.
Yeah, but it's his profession, so you just feel free to.
Yeah.
Can you inspect this right quick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I said something like that the other day. I had a show, and there was this woman in the audience, and she just kept talking. And unfortunately, I will roast you.
Yeah?
If someone else has already allowed you to do too much, I'm not going to let you take my time. I will roast you, and
Yes.
you will become my time.
Nice.
So I started off really nice with, I said, let's play the quiet game. Let's play the quiet game. She did good for a little while. But I don't know if the Ritalin wore off. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Drinks.
know, but she got back in it. And I made that statement. I said, people always want to tell you how to do your job.
Yep.
They get off from McDonald's with the stolen apple pies in the pocket, smelling like the best grease ever, and then they want to hit you with the one joke that is going to make your career.
Right.
So if it's going to make my career, why didn't you decide I'm done with this French fry potato living life, and I'm going to aspire to live my own dreams?
Right.
But no, because McDonald's is the best career you've ever chosen, and it only took you 3 years to make it up to fries. You decided that you want to inspire my life, so you're just gonna help me and give me your joke.
Yeah.
What would I do without you?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Not necessary. Keep it.
You're welcome.
And
Right.
what do you get? I mean, what do y'all get from that? I don't understand. Like, do you think like, oh, you see your joke on TV or on stage, like all of a sudden, what? You're famous?
Right, right. I mean,
don't-
What is the benefit,
Right.
or do you really think you're funny?
Right.
Because there are open mics all over the
Thank
city,
you.
all over the valley.
All the time.
Go do 5 minutes. You can't do 5 minutes. Do 30 seconds.
Same.
But you're not gonna live vicariously through me.
Right.
Because if that's the case, it's somebody in a third world country having good sex right now that I'd like to live vicariously through.
Exactly.
Can't do it.
Exactly.
I need a new plane ticket and a free ride.
Absolutely. I got the passport. I'm ready. You know.
Go.
You have to decide
I got my
how
side
you're
of the
gonna
street
do it.
check.
There you go. I
Yeah.
just find something else. Find somebody else to bother. And I cannot stand that.
Done.
To stop it.
Exactly.
Well, I like that. I really like that. There's open mics all over the place.
All
you
over
want
the
to test
valley.
your skills? Go ahead.
All
You
over the
know.
valley, and most of them are so friendly.
Yeah.
We won't boo you. You'll
Right.
get
We'll still get a clap, like two
yeah.
of them.
We'll sit there and
still
wait
get a
for
clap.
We'll
your
even
5 minutes
introduce
to
you on the
end.
stage. And this is so-and-so's first time
First
at a
time.
mic.
Yeah.
And that's
so
gonna get you the
everyone will
props
give you love
anyway.
right
Yeah.
there because
There you
we've
go.
all been there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you bomb, it's on your life resume.
Hey, expect it. That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Live your life, but not through me. That's all I'm
Exactly.
asking, or any other comic. Don't live it through us.
Yep. And that's one of my main points that I wanted to make was this is that comics see funny. All right, like we're constantly trying to look for something funny. If you haven't noticed that about some of us, that we're
Right.
constantly doing that. So, you know, I say this to other comics out there or promoters. Like when you see that, don't take advantage of that, man. You know what I mean? And other comics out there, like don't bring each other down because you see this guy's focusing on just that and he's not on his money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like work together.
Yeah.
Like
Instead,
that.
you know what I mean?
Like
Like
that.
maybe he has something you don't, and maybe you have something he doesn't. Work together to fucking make something better. And
Yeah.
none of these people want to do it because I mean, comedy is a one person type of game, but doesn't have to be all the time.
It definitely doesn't. I mean, I like to look back to Def Comedy Jam or in Living Color. In Living Color, definitely Martin. You know, if you take the time to not really watch the show, but watch the credits,
Yeah.
like the writers.
Yeah.
There's not just Martin Lawrence in the writer's
Exactly.
block. A lot of people wrote that.
Exactly.
Seinfeld.
Yep.
It's not just Jerry Seinfeld that wrote
Exactly.
every line in that show. Now, mind you, many of them started as stand-up comedians, but then they come together and work together.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how can we make this better?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think
Boom.
that us being comics, I look at that as such a blessing because I'll tell anybody, God made me funny. I don't know who made
Right.
anybody else funny. God made me funny, so it's
Yeah.
naturally going to come out of me. So when it naturally comes out, I don't need your help.
Yeah,
I don't need your help because looking at you, and this is going to sound like I'm trying to be funny, but I swear I'm not. Looking at you can give me a joke. So I don't absolutely need you to try to set it up, punchline premise. You know, I don't need you to do it because funny naturally comes out.
Yeah,
and when
let me
it comes
just
out
look at you.
naturally, then you can aid in that.
Yeah.
You,
So-
you can't help me with that. You can help write if we're having a writing session.
Right.
But you
Before-
can't help me with what's naturally
Right.
coming out. So just let it be. Let it breathe.
So from now on, people, what Lady Q, that funny gal, is saying, instead of coming up to her after the show and giving her advice or a joke, just stand in front of her.
Yep.
That's all the material she got needed.
And you're right.
That's
Just
right.
stand
And
there
you're right.
and she'll know. She'll be like,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
mean,
awesome, though.
as crazy as that sounds, it's the truth, people.
It
You want
is
help?
true.
Stand there.
That's
Just
right.
stand
Close
That's
there.
this.
right.
Stand there.
And
Thank you.
Take the hit, man. You know,
Yeah.
Take the hint.
Yeah, we're conveying, you know, we're communicating, which kind of brings us to our topic of the day, which is communication.
Yes.
That's part of the thing. Listen, not always talk. You know what I
Right.
mean? Don't always just wait for your time to say what you want to say. But listen, I've been running into so many people lately that just are waiting to talk, man. And I'm sitting there saying something and waiting for the thing to come back, and it doesn't. And I'm just like, you're done. I'm not I'm not going, whatever you say, I'm not listening to anymore because you didn't listen to me. So, you know,
Yeah.
Well, really quick, Don. I got something to say. Just kidding. No, I mean, both of you, really quick, whatever happened, instead of critiquing, why not just walk it up and be like, hey, great set. I liked what you got.
Right.
Can I follow you? I didn't catch you on set. What was your name again? Or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
you don't always got to add your joke or your dad joke.
You don't.
Or instead of really quick, or instead of saying, like, what was your second one that you added? I really like what you were funnier than I thought.
Yeah.
You're funny. Done. Thank you.
That's it.
that's it.
And on the lines of, if we're talking communication,
yeah.
let's just communicate.
Thank
Right.
you.
It's easy. We don't have to solve problems. You don't have to critique me. I don't have to critique you. That simple thing, loved it. Love your show. Oh,
Right.
you are super funny. You're hella funny. That sparks a conversation right there.
Yep.
We can start from there.
Exactly.
It doesn't take that whole concept of either the competitive side where you feel like you have to one-up me or you feel like I want to one-up you, because I don't.
Right.
When we come off the stage, and I know you guys can attest, when we come off that stage, we're still riding that high.
Right.
Yep.
We're riding that high. So we really, no offense, don't need to talk to anybody.
Yeah, we don't
Let
need
me
you then.
stay in this euphoria
level.
that I'm in because
Yeah.
that's a good place.
Yeah,
That's a
very
good
well said.
place.
Very well
That
said.
thing is like, ooh.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm here. Leave us. Leave
Yeah.
us be.
Yeah.
Let us ride that wave because it's awesome. But if we are going to communicate, there's an aspect called active listening and passive listening. So when you are actively listening, then you're not already playing in your head what
you're
you're
gonna
going to
say.
say.
Boom.
But if you are passively listening, it's almost like a FOMO moment. You know, we live in a generation of FOMO, fear of missing out. So if I have this fear of missing out, I got to get ready to say it.
Right.
Just take the brush so I can say it.
Right.
You know, and it's literally like we're gonna bust if we don't get it out.
Right.
But that delineates the power of communication.
Right.
That kills it. You know, because we already live in a world that has gone to not only social media, but texting. Not only texting, but I was talking to somebody about this the other day. How hard is it to say, "What are you doing?" versus you typing WYD.
Right.
HBD for happy birthday.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
live
are
in this
people doing
abbreviated
that?
word. Oh yes.
You haven't been hit
Oh
with one of
yes. I hate that.
Everything's
I mean,
acronyms.
The rule is you gotta
Everything.
write 3 sentences if you care. And people are just doing HBD. Oh,
I mean,
man,
it's
come on.
like we've already
Well-
minimized communication. So if we want to do it face to face,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
So it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because it's funny. You know, they say, well, texting is for shorthand and, you know, to get the message across. Because I'm not talking to you in person. But the thing is, and if I would assume some of you have heard this because I have, especially if you go to school or whatever, or you just have a good conversation with younger people, they will use. People now use LOL or
Yeah.
HBD, girl.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, they use the
TTYL.
acronyms
Yep.
in a conversation
There's
now
commercials on
because
that,
it just
yeah.
happens.
Yep.
The more you use it, you're training your
Yeah.
brain to function
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't
You know?
even spell anymore, y'all, because I text so much. I was
Right.
like,
You
I
text.
can't even spell. But me and my brother were laughing about this.
Right.
We literally, when we text anybody, our text messages are like that. You wanna know why? Because
Right.
we still do punctuation.
text.
We do commas.
Yeah, you're
we
writing a
spell out
paper.
the words.
Yeah.
We do exclamation marks. We spell everything.
Yeah.
Proper
I do ellipses.
punctuation.
For those of you who don't know, that's what you call those 3 little dots and not
Yeah.
called dot dot dot.
It's not
You
a
know,
guide.
we do all of that.
They're not called dot, dot, dot.
Me
Cover
and
that
my-
again. Let them know again, please.
Ellipses, not dot dot dot, not the 3 little dots. And you have to use it correctly.
Yep.
I have a friend, we fight all the time because he's like, you overuse commas. No, I know how to properly use commas. So my statements are gonna make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in my head,
There's a
I
pause.
want you to hear me saying it
Right.
because I paused.
Yeah,
Right.
me too.
And so much.
Insert comma.
Well, and so much can get lost in text messaging too.
Absolutely,
Like,
because
wait,
it's
are they yelling
assumed.
at me? Are they
Yep.
mad at me? Are they happy?
Oh.
Tone is assumed.
You know?
Relationships
Yep.
are doomed with text messaging.
Right.
Yep.
They go down in flames because
Right.
of that shit. It's so
Yep.
bad, so bad. But yeah, man, you know, communicate, you know, not, you know, if you're going to communicate just what's wrong all the time, which a lot of people do, you know what I mean? And we're separating this from being a comic, right? We're
Yeah,
not talking
yeah.
about communicating to comics anymore. This is just in general. Like if you're communicating to anybody with anything and it's something bad, negative, bring a solution, man. You know,
Exactly.
don't be complaining all the time.
Exactly.
That's not what communication is. You don't
Right.
just get to complain. You know, like a lot of my kids, I'll be doing something, working on something, and they want to help, I guess, or something, but instead of helping, they kind of just stand around. I don't need a manager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine. Don't be pointing out all the things that I'm doing wrong while you're doing nothing.
Right.
All right. Like
You missed
come-
the spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Go wash it.
What?
You wash it then.
Right. You
That's
saw
the
it.
solution.
Facts.
Exactly. You know. And if you have trouble communicating, because I did, you know, I think I did, get help. You know, learn how to communicate. That's why I started comedy, because I didn't think I was very good at it.
Wow.
So I thought, you know, this is something that I gotta do to get better at communicating with not just one person, with an audience, man. You
Yeah,
know, so
yeah.
it helped me a lot. You know. And also, don't bottle shit up. I tend to fucking bottle a lot of things up. I'm working on that in my older years now to just let it out. It clears your mind.
Yeah.
Clears your soul.
Yeah.
Feels good. Just let it out, man. All
Let me
right?
say this about the communication. It's crazy because I'm just the opposite.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't the world's best communicator. You could not tell me that. Oh, I knew how to talk. I knew how to communicate. I hear you, and I enunciate. I say my words
She puts
correctly.
commas.
I put commas. I make it make sense.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I was not a good communicator until my relationships, my friendships were failing. They were
Right.
painfully failing. And I had to learn that I was taking my friends through hell,
Right.
thinking that A, I was the best communicator, and B, holding them to the standard of how I communicated.
Ooh.
And when they didn't communicate how I communicated, I assessed that they were bad communicators.
Yep. I have to
Facts.
clap for that
Go ahead.
because
Yeah,
that's
it was
exactly.
crazy.
That's a major
It was
realization
crazy.
in oneself.
I was killing relationships,
Yep. Yep.
killing them
Yep.
because I thought I was great at it.
Yeah.
And that brought a certain level of pride with it too.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't tell me I communicate better than you.
Right.
You change them with your words.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You know,
little
so
more
I'm
educated.
literally telling you that you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
And I was killing my relationships, killing them.
Yeah.
I'm better now because I actively try to
There you go.
listen, pay attention, be in the moment, make the eye contact, rehearse what I heard you say, be in that moment.
Right.
You know, because if not,
Process.
it just
Right.
what's the point of we're sitting here now?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, did I turn the stove off? I should have took something out to cook tonight. What's the point?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You're not in the moment.
Exactly.
Not
You're
present.
not there.
That's a good point. That is a very good tip. I think if anybody caught that, I'm going to take that. Rehearse what they said. I've just been doing it myself, and because I have to process it. Like, wait a minute, because when somebody says something, that first reaction that I have may not be the correct one. I may
Absolutely.
get angry. I have anger issues. I may get, crazy angry and
Yep.
to a point where I can't stop. But what Lady Q, that funny girl, said, just rehearse it, play it back again, and then maybe you'll see another possibility of what
Yep.
they meant.
Yep.
Like, oh, hey, did you mean this? And then ask. There's nothing wrong with that. Ask
Absolutely.
your person.
Get
And it brings me
clarity.
to another good point. You're saying about relationships, and in relationships, you tend to bring out a lot of wrong things because you want it to work. You want to fix things already, right? But also communicate what's right in life. That's
Exactly.
so important to let people know
Exactly.
that things are good.
Yeah.
I mean, now tying it back to what we were talking about earlier about comics, we are on a high when we get off of stage. If you say anything that's not positive, you're bringing us down off of that high. If you want to communicate something, add to it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Tickle my balls or something.
Right.
Like just
Right.
add,
Right.
add something better to it. Don't bring us down because we don't need that.
Well,
We
even
don't
if
need
it's
that.
something negative, I'm willing to bet that we already caught it.
Exactly.
Oh.
We already know where and what we did wrong. Like,
Right.
damn,
Right.
or I forgot this, but most of our sets aren't fully scripted.
Right.
We know if we left something out, but most likely you don't know what we left out.
Exactly. So you can't even give us the negativity from
Right.
the comics point of view. You're giving it to us from your point of view. When you had that punchline, if you had said it like this, would have been a better rim
Right.
shot.
Right.
That's personal perspective.
Right.
Personal
Now, if I ask
perspective,
for feedback,
Yeah.
because usually I know I have, like, especially from different hosts or headliners.
Yeah.
Like those are
different.
promoters. I'll go to them and be like, hey, do you got any advice?
Yeah.
And I'm big on saying is whether it's positive or negative. Where did you see? Because if they're more involved in the community of comics and stand up and
Yeah.
promoting, then I want to ask that. But if
Exactly.
they're a fellow, maybe a 5-minute or 10-minute comic, no harm, no foul. If we're just talking in small little talk, then that's different. But
Yeah.
I will go to headliners and ask them, hey, did you catch my set? Or they'll come up, hey, I caught your set, great set. Oh,
Yeah.
and see, and right there, I've never been just offered advice from a headliner. They'll say, hey, great set, man. I love what you did right then. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, do you got any advice? And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah,
Yep.
like if you asked, but be ready, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Be
because
ready.
it might be harsh,
Yeah.
Right,
But again,
you
that's
opened that
growth.
door, so
That's
yeah,
but I
it's
open
growth.
exactly. But I open the door
Not
willingly.
just some random who walked
Some
in with their opinion.
Right.
Oh, I think you should have wore red shoes with that outfit. It would have been much funnier when you did that punchline. About the blue? It would have been much funnier.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Really?
So
Yeah. Go for it.
it was a good time. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
now
go
it's
for it, man.
communication. So, Lady Q, that funny gal.
Communicate. Speaking of communicating.
Speaking of that, let's find out a little. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I mean,
Okay.
I know how you and I met and where I
Uh-huh.
was in my my comedy journey,
Uh-huh.
but this is definitely about you. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I have been doing stand-up since 2015. I started Valentine's weekend.
Okay.
And I was invited to, well, actually. So shout out to Peaches. Peaches is the one. She used to tell me all the time, "You're missing your calling. You're missing your calling." We would be in general
Peaches.
conversation. She'd just be laughing.
Yeah.
"You're missing your calling." I was like, "Girl, I'm just talking."
Yeah.
So I
Right.
told a friend. Ironic part, I came down here to visit.
Mhm.
Came to visit here in, I want to say it was October.
Of 2015?
And you decided to move here?
Yeah, October 2014.
Oh, okay.
I
it was
came to
14.
visit October
It
2014.
was not hot,
Went
okay.
back home. I remember talking to this friend because this is where I started to get my dates a little confused. Like, but she was having a surprise party for her husband's birthday. His birthday was the Valentine's weekend.
Okay.
And she said, "You can do some comedy if you want to." Oh my God,
No
I
way.
never got constipated and diarrhea
At the
and nauseous and gas all at the same time so quickly. The date hadn't even occurred yet. Ooh, I'll let you know. So I ended up seeing her probably about 2 weeks before the event. I said, "I'll do it." And I sped past her.
Nice.
And I was like, okay, okay. That day, I had my best friend with me. Shout out to you, Sam. Lady
Yeah.
Cat, Sam had best friend with me, 2 other people. They're eating their food, and they're good. And I'm like, I need Tums, Pepto-Bismol, and an
Yeah.
adult diaper right now. And y'all are eating your food? I'm about to crap myself, and you're eating like everything is fine. And I'm looking around, and everything is feeling like slow motion because I know I'm literally going to go take this mic and try and do this. I'm like, okay. Took the microphone. I told her, I said, "Look, don't tell these people I'm a comic. You tell them I work with your husband when you introduce me." And I was just Lady Q at that time. You tell them that, okay? So she's like, okay. She told him that. I went up there, fear and trembling.
Yeah.
Made my first statement, heard that laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Hooked.
Nice.
There cannot be an orgasm better than that.
Right?
It cannot be. It cannot be
Very
anything
well
better than
said.
that very first laugh.
Yeah.
Man, I kept going.
Mm-hmm.
They kept laughing. I got into all these different topics. They had to sit me down.
Nice.
They had to sit me down. Now, what I forgot to tell you is they had me following their 7-year-old son who was making his debut as a comic.
What?
How the hell you gonna follow a cute little kid? And I gotta be funny, and he was funny? Ah, shoot. After I got off the stage, after they sat me down, like, oh, okay, I said, now you tell him I'm a comic.
Nice.
That was the first show. So if memory serves me right, that was February 13, 2015.
Okay.
And that
So, man.
next day, I think I became Lady Q, that funny girl, and just rode it ever since.
There it is.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I can remember without throwing names out there, bag it. Tony Vici, much love. I remember we were both signed up for that intro class. And then when it came for the next level, I'll never forget because different people leave different marks. And maybe I've never even shared this with you. This might be a first. But I remember you saying, "No, I'm not coming back." You said, "I've already performed in Chicago. I've performed here. This was great. It's a great experience." You stayed the 5 weeks, but you left your mark in my head. It's like,
Oh.
hey, the money, it's blah, blah, boom.
Yeah.
But I can do this.
Yeah.
The faith that you had in yourself
Yeah.
that day and what it set in my head was so
Wow.
powerful. And then to not only be friends with you, but to watch your journey on social media and then start seeing you on flyers, on promotions. And then
Yeah.
next thing I know, you was headline. I was like, holy,
Yeah.
damn, she's doing it.
Yeah.
Props to you for that,
Yes.
for real.
You know what? Thank you. That's so
Serious.
crazy because, you guys can attest that
Yeah.
we go through mind trips with this thing.
Heck yeah.
We go through
Hell
mind
yeah.
trips, especially when you had that little lull when it
Yeah.
seems like no one's booking
Should
you.
I still do it?
Yep. I'm
and
quitting.
it's like, well,
I'm
what
done.
happened?
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? Why are they not booking me? You
Right.
know, my social media presence is not as great as it should be. I did just start putting some stuff on my TikTok.
Right.
Got about 2 things, maybe 3 on my YouTube. You know, I need to get better in the technical part of it. Remember, I called you like, how do you do this? It was such a basic question. And
I
by
think
the
it was
time
like put
he
music
gave me
to
the
something.
answer. I was like, I don't know how to do that. I'll just play it, you know. So for that reason, that would stop me from doing some stuff. But now I kind of just take my material, splice it. Now it's more of take the time, stop and do it.
Yeah.
But because you go through those highs and those lows, you have to be able to get back to yourself and remember who you are. People thought that my name was too long. Why don't you shorten it to Lady Q? No, because I'm prophesying every time I say it. I'm not just
Dang.
Lady Q.
Hold on.
She's
please.
already on it.
Just
Yep.
Please. I got to interrupt because the name thing, people always want you. Why you call you gave yourself that name?
Yep.
Too
I
long.
damn sure did.
Yep.
Anyway, carry on, please.
Yep.
I just had to give props
Yeah.
for
You
that.
have to do that for yourself because every time you say my name and I say my name, I am that funny girl.
That's right.
And guess what? You're going to laugh
Yep.
because I'm that funny girl.
Yep.
Not saying it in an arrogant way or a cocky way.
Right.
Am I saying it in a confident way? I absolutely am.
Yeah.
I
Very nice.
absolutely am. It took me so long to get to that point because when Peaches would say it, and Peaches said it for years.
Oh, Peaches, you're a peach.
For years. And that's why every time I talk about it, I give her the credit.
Yeah.
Peaches was the first one to say I should do it. Brina was the one who let me do her show. Samantha was the one who's always been in my corner. Tracy is the one that lets me practice material on her.
There you go.
I
There you
shout
go.
them out every time I get a chance
There
because
you go.
that's the circle that held me down.
That's right.
That's the ones.
Yep.
Me and Tracy would get on the phone. Man, I call her Cakes. Me and Cakes would get on the phone and the dumbest, stupidest stuff would just pop out and we will laugh our faces off.
Right.
And I got to
Podcast.
practice material with her. My brother, Javier, me and my brother get in a conversation and it's just
Crazy.
pandemonium. I
Right.
mean, I just did Vegas with them this weekend.
Uh-huh.
Went to Vegas 24 hours. The way we laughed, I'm sure that I peed on myself internally at least 6 good times.
Dang.
At least. Because that's always my goal with comedy.
Yeah.
I want to make you pee a little
Somebody
bit.
pee. Yes,
I do.
well.
I want to make you pee a little bit.
Yeah.
Or I want you
A
to
little
drink and
puddle.
you just start coughing. Why you say that when I was drinking? Because I wanted that reaction.
Yep.
I want you to choke and die.
Not die. Not die, because if you die, you can't come back to another show. You
Right.
can't
Nah,
be a
you
fan.
can't-
Dead
you can't
fans
do it
are
anymore.
not the same as
that
a
means
live
you,
fans.
you know, because they say, kill him.
killed. He
You
killed.
killed. Hoorah.
Not literally. That's how you use the word literally. by the way.
Hoorah.
Right. That's how you use it.
That's how you
Instead of
use
saying
it.
literally and basically
Yeah.
and technically.
For everything.
Stop using those words.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
But you just had an example. Kev communicated some right to Lady Q, that funny girl, and Lady Q, that funny girl, communicated some right to all of her friends who brought her up. And that's how you communicate things that are right, man. Another way you do it is by saying thank you. All right?
We I actually did a post today in the hashtags, and I said it in the very bottom. Give them their flowers while they're above ground.
Sure did.
Do not, because I've done this from personal experience, it really sucks when you're standing over someone's coffin
Yep.
saying, I wish I would have called them
Oh,
Yep.
to say this or that or what they meant to you.
I read that. I read your hashtag today
real.
because I saw that you had just come back from Salt Lake City and you talked about the people
all the
that
friends.
are family.
Yeah.
And that's so true.
I mean that.
Especially even in this comedy world.
Right.
Man, I got some folks in this world, in this comedy community.
Yeah.
Man, family.
Yeah.
Right.
Family. That's why
Right.
when people talk about all the schisms and the
Yeah.
issues in this comedy world, I don't go through that because I'm not
Avoid it.
trying to be better than you.
Right.
I don't have to be funnier than you. I have to be funnier than myself.
Thank you.
When myself is criticizing myself.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I don't have to be funnier than you.
Gotta
Because guess
continue.
what? And it took me so long to get this, y'all. Guess what? You not laughing does not stop me from being funny.
Yes.
You
that's
can
very
do
true.
I can do a 30-minute set and you cannot laugh at all, but I'm still funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing for you.
Right.
Yep.
You do it, I don't laugh, the audience doesn't laugh. We're still funny.
Right.
Because we're not, our skills are not based off of your response.
Nope.
Our skill, we like to make it seem like it is
Yeah.
because every comic wants to laugh.
Right.
But our skill set is not based off of you laughing.
Yeah.
If you are funny, you're funny.
Well, and every room's different too.
Every
you know,
room.
the energy is different.
Yep.
How much shots have they had? What's the energy coming off of the previous comic that came
Yep.
up?
Yep.
Where was my mindset?
Yep.
It's the same thing, even in a regular job setting. Like,
Yep.
why is this person being rude? Oh, their boss was probably bad to them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like their service sucks. But then you got that one employee that's like, "Hi, welcome to." da-da-da."
Exactly.
And they might have just had a funeral yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so your energy really feeds, but
Yep.
just because you're right. I mean, that
Your
person that's sitting at the
response,
front
yep.
of the front of the stage, folded arms,
Folded
legs
arms.
crossed.
We see you.
They didn't choose that seat, most likely.
Right.
They don't want to sit in the front of
Right.
the crowd, but they're just,
Right. And you
or
really
maybe
don't
they're
know
angry
what's going
too.
on.
I don't know,
You
but
don't
I don't
know.
know what's going on.
Yep, you don't know.
You're
and
right.
also to that guy with the folded arms, man. A lot
It
of
kinda
times they
draws
don't want.
attention.
They don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to be there because they don't want to draw attention. And so,
But it
like,
draws
like,
the attention.
But you're drawing it by
Yep.
doing that.
You
Like,
are.
Just
like-
just a note. Just
Just
pay
a
attention to
note.
that.
Public
just
service
just
announcement.
unfold your damn
Unfold
arms.
your
Yeah,
arms.
like
Public
Lady
service
Q,
announcement.
that
Rub your
female
lady's
said,
rub
if
your
you-
date's leg or
Yeah,
something.
if you want to add to the show, just pee in your pants.
Pee. Just pee a little bit. Pee a little bit.
Drip, drip, drip.
Just a little urine. That's all we want.
Drip, drip, drip.
Right
R.
there.
Kelly's from Chicago, right?
He is. No comment.
We thank you for all your support here at the Dumb Podcast. Now, we want to hear from you. So if you have any jokes you want to hear on air, send them to us and we'll make sure you're on the next episode. Also, if you just like to say hi or give us your feedback, we'd love to hear it. You can reach us by email at thedumpodcast@gmail.com. That's THEDUMPODCAST@gmail.com. Or by phone at 602-935-7307. You've got 3 minutes. Now let's hear it. This episode is brought to you by Aguila's Hidaway Lighthouse. It is an American pub and grub where the drinks are offered in a low-key hangout environment with sports on all the TVs, pool tables, karaoke, and comedy performances. Y'all got to check this place out, man.
Yeah.
Aguila's Hidaway Lighthouse. It is on the corner of El Mirage and Indian School Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Let's get ready, because it is time for the Jiggity Joke Session.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. The Jiggity Joke Session is where we all write jokes and then we switch with each other and read each other's jokes, all right? The Jiggity Joke Session, we're going to get this thing underway with our very special guest today, Lady Q, that funny girl. You get to go first. So whenever you're ready.
First.
Yes.
Ladies first. Guests first.
Okay.
Right. We're gentlemen here at the Dumb Podcast.
Speak
We
for
may be
yourself.
dumb, but we're nice.
So what do you call spanking your children?
What?
Racism. Now go whip and beat your kids into submission like the good master that you are.
Starting off strong.
Spankings for everybody.
Everybody, beat them kids.
All around.
You get a whooping. They get a whooping.
Yeah, everybody gets
Everybody
whooping.
get a
It's
whooping.
Like whooping Oprah. Very nice, very well read.
Well played, Don. All right. And of course, your favorite comic that knows how to read very well.
Kev The Allstar.com.
Yes. They teach us this in the Marine Corps, reading with crayons.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Testicular torsion is when your ball veins get twisted in your nutsack, which is very painful. And you could even lose your balls. It happens to me the other day. And it's considered an emergency, but I can't trust these ER rooms anymore.
No.
So
Yeah.
I untwisted it myself and finished my game of Clash and Clans. Rolling 2 balls deep.
Very nice. Very nice.
I thought you were gonna get it.
Yeah.
Just trying to read it.
Thank you.
Like there's gonna be some testicular torsion. Just if you don't get these words out,
Maybe
better
it's
check. One is in your stomach
maybe
now.
it's already happened. It's kind of
That's why his voice fluctuated at the end.
it's kind of
moved
tight in
up.
here. I'm all tied up.
You're wearing the wrong drawers, Kev. Wrong drawers. You need the ones that keep it.
The
I,
little
I,
nutsack
ain't,
ones.
I ain't
keep
even
your
got
testicles
none.
together that
We
they
keep
don't
talking
move
about
freely.
those. We need to be sponsored by those nutsack drawers. Now,
I just
get in
like
touch with
pressure.
us. We're selling them for y'all.
I
man.
like pressure.
That was very good, Kev. That was very good. See,
Good
this is
job.
why. Yes, this is why we don't read them before. Cause it's,
Yeah.
All right. My
No
turn.
script reading.
Yeah,
No.
my turn. My turn. My lady said that she envies the ease of being a man and realized how much on her last flight. She said, the bathroom was so tiny, I decided I'd pee like a man. My wet socks and the squishy sound of my shoes let me know this wasn't my best idea. Nah. Nice, very nice, very nice. All
I
right,
hate
all right.
wet socks.
Of
All right.
course.
Very nice. All right, Lady Q, that funny girl, you
Not
are
me.
up.
You know you're maturing when the punchline to the joke on the radio is, back when Sky Harbor just had a Terminal 1, and your response is, your mom had a Terminal 1. Echo.
Nice. Yeah. Good one. All right, Kev.
Attention passengers.
Your mom is coming in for a landing.
Coming in. She's coming. Okay.
Ah.
Hey.
Oh.
You bet those balls weren't tied up.
We've got a theme going tonight.
We
y'all.
do. Testicular balls and coming in planes.
Yeah.
It's called that TNT. Keep it simple, especially with the acronyms and communication.
There you
That's
go.
how I'm going to text testicular torsion. TNT.
But you said it well
I
that
said it that time
There you
after
go.
19
It's
tries.
sliding back down. It's
Yeah,
going back
because I
into
read it a
position.
billion times in
That's-
between these
Yeah.
That's
shows.
the military, though.
It was like
Do it over
repetition,
and over.
repetition, repetition, hoorah, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
All right. Joke 2. I got a new favorite TV show, Swamp People.
Ooh.
I'm addicted to this show. It's always going to be two folks in the boat killing alligators or hunting squirrels for dinner. Thanks to closed captions, I finally understand the coach from The Water Boy when Bobby Boucher is playing the foosball. They got to all the same people.
Nice, nice. Okay. All right, my turn. Do you know where the Virgin River gets its name from?
No,
No,
where?
It's because it doesn't get any water. That is.
Got it. Got
Club
it.
wet, wet.
Is that true? There's no water in the Virgin River. All right, we're not going. Yeah, good one. Nice.
I can't read, and he we'll just leave that alone.
And he lets the air out of the tires, baby.
Geography lessons at
We special.
All right, good one. You are up,
me.
Miss Lady.
Got a good
Some-
one
that-
for you.
Somewhere,
ready?
real quick, somebody
Yeah.
watching is like, the Virgin River is a casino where I come from.
And it gets lots over there. Got a good one for you.
All
Ready?
right, Yes.
go.
You know why Latter-day Saint has multiple wives?
Why?
Because when you're a Mormon, you have more hoes. Get it?
Hey,
Mormon, Mormon,
Oh,
Mormon, more hoes.
Mo
Yeah.
hoes. Hey.
Makes sense to
I
me.
like it. You guys are selling me. You're selling me here. I'm switching. I'm converting.
Signing up today.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a mulatto from Slut. So,
Ah!
Yeah.
Y'all want to come
That eats
along?
a lot of tacos.
Just come on the pilgrimage.
Yep.
watching swamp people.
Watching
It's the whole thing right there. The whole thing.
The whole thing with testicular
with
torsion.
testicular torsion. With a testicle in his stomach right now. You got an innie or an outie. No, that's my ball.
It's LDS TNT.
Yeah,
TNT. And this is
Mormon.
This is
17
all being
wives.
tied together, huh?
Ah. Y'all want to catch a flight?
There you go.
No, we lost you with that one. That's all right.
They don't all land.
Let's go, Kev.
Communication in a relationship is so important because without it, you're doomed to cheating. A girl got mad at me recently and said, "Why don't you suck on some big titties?" And I said, "Oh, fuck. Damn it. I did like you did last week. Fucking read it." And I said, long pause. It's just the okay.
Yeah.
Don't read that. Gotcha. See, now I know how you felt
Yeah.
last week. Damn it. That's funny. All right. I'm going to start over and do the whole thing.
All right.
Communication in a relationship is so important because without it, you're doomed to cheating. A girl got mad at me recently and said, "Why don't you suck on some big titties?" I said, "Okay."
Nice. Communication is important, man.
Say
It
what
is.
you want.
You know? All right. I am next.
You are.
All right. Last one, right?
Yeah.
Being a woman is hard work. I should know. No. Being a woman is hard work. They wear so much lycra and spandex. Sometimes their butt cheeks have permanent tattoos saying "Made in China," 7% cotton, and not flame retarded. That's true, especially back there. Good one.
I got that pain right there from the good laugh, right there. That was good, guys.
Why is she burning?
All right. You are up. Take us out, Miss Lady Q, that
Okay.
funny girl.
Okay. This woman thing, I promise you, if I can just have one session with God, I would ask him so many questions.
Yeah.
Because people have these little statements. They say stuff like, "I know God is a woman." Absolutely not. If God was a woman, mammograms would not make G's into flat pizzas. Breasts would not be pepperonis. If God was a woman,
That's
we'd
true.
be somewhere cute, drinking, sipping on some coffee, makeup in place, lashes perfect, getting mammograms. That's how I know God is a man. We wouldn't be the ones that had to sit down to urinate. You guys would be sitting down, and you'd have to get your balls tickled when they're dripping in the little water.
I love
Because we
that.
know sometimes y'all are nasty and you don't want to wash yourself right. That's how I know God's not a woman. Personal opinion.
Very nice. Very nice. True. Very true.
I got so much to add and say and just comment, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it
at that.
We'll leave it.
Are we rebutting
awesome.
that?
Yeah, no.
No, I was just gonna say something from a movie.
He likes to
from a
tickle it.
movie.
Ah, okay.
When I'm gonna say it now that the
Yeah.
can's
You might
open
as
because we're all
well.
looking like you might as well say it.
You might as well.
So in Boys in the Hood,
Uh-huh.
she says, if you remember the Crenshaw scene, they're talking about religion. It says, "Hey, Nick, how do you know he's not a she? He could be a she as far as you know." He said, "How do I know God's not a bitch? Because if God was a bitch, there wouldn't be no wars and no motherfuckers killing each other every night on the streets.
Yeah.
That's how I know God ain't a bitch."
Wow.
Check out your boy Ice Cube and Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, check out.
Just reinstates
nice.
kind of
Yeah,
what you were
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Very nice.
It affirms the point.
But would I still be peeing on my socks is the question. That's the real question.
Squish, squish.
Squish, squish.
Leave us your comments down below, and send us a message about it. Before we forget, we have to get your pick of who you
Oh,
thought
yes.
wrote the jokes that you read today. So start at the
Ah.
front. If you remember just the topic or the subject, you could just say the punchline if you want. You don't have to
Okay.
read the whole thing. And
Okay.
then who you thought. Is it Dawn or was it Kev the Allstar? He's trying to do strategy, but there's no strategy anymore.
There is.
The Mormon joke.
Come on.
The Mormon joke, because when you're a Mormon, you have more hoes. Oh, you perked up. I thought it was the slut over here, but it's not the slutty mulatto.
The slutty mulatto.
Oh, that's
So who wrote what? Come on, let's go.
yeah.
I'm going to give it to you, Don. I thought it was Kev, but I'm
The
going to
Mormon
give it to
one?
you. Yeah.
Oh, we got her!
So it was you.
It was me.
I thought it was you.
See, what do you say? You
worked
got
the
him.
magic. We got him.
did it.
You got
So
it.
okay,
right.
you still got two more.
All right.
Come on,
Your
let's go.
mom had a Terminal 1.
Yeah?
That's you, Don.
Boom.
That's done.
Yeah, your mom does have a terminal one.
Damn.
My mama just passed.
Racism.
Racism. Now go get the whip and beat your kids into submission like the good master you are. That's a mulatto. That's a mulatto.
Very
She
nice.
seen my sets.
Very nice. She got 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Not bad.
I
Not bad at all.
apologize. I did kind of lead you off.
You did.
And then he said, "No." He's acting like he's got strategy, and he played it off
Right.
so well.
You did it so good.
did
You
good.
did.
I'm
You-
just
It
proud of
worked.
myself. Look at this.
Bam.
Boom.
We changed the name to Smart Podcast.
You're gonna have to come back, all right?
Definitely.
So for the next season, which is next year,
Okay.
we're gonna redo it again. We're gonna have a prize.
Okay.
So you gotta, we gotta really try to work at figuring out who wrote
did
it.
what.
It's gonna be a
Gotcha.
competition. So, Lady Q, that funny girl. Thank you so much for being here. First of
thank
all,
you, yes.
thank you for
Thank you
adding
for
to the
having me,
funny.
guys.
It was
Do
great.
you have any shows or handles or anything that you want to promote? I heard you say something about a YouTube as well.
Well, I got some stuff that you can follow me on. Oh, I want
Yep.
to talk to you. I got some stuff you can follow me on. Follow my TikTok. Everything is under my stage name. It's Lady QUE, that funny girl. No ebonics, no funny spell words. QUE comes from my first name, which you don't need to know.
Hey.
So Lady QUE, that funny girl. That's my TikTok. That's my YouTube. I will be loading some information there soon, so go over there. You'll still get a good laugh. Follow my fan page, Lady Q, that funny girl, on Facebook. That's my name on Instagram as well. I would love to have you follow me. Building it up, but I still am going to make you laugh. So go out there, check out my information. Go ahead and make me viral, make me
There you
famous.
go.
You want to do that because you want to be able to say you knew me when.
That's right.
So go ahead and do that. I do have t-shirts available. This is one of my shirts with my design, my logo on it. Well, I didn't design my logo, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. So if you want one of those, I've got 2 different designs. If you want one of those, you can reach out to me. Just send me a DM and I can make it happen. I got some shows coming up in September that I would love for you to be a part of. I've got September 20th, I'm at the House of Comedy. September 29th, I'm at Stir Crazy in Westgate. I would love to have you join me there.
Bam.
Follow my page and you can get all of my posters there, okay? All my flyers. Who says posters anymore? Flyers.
Yeah.
Lady Q, that funny girl. Thanks for rocking with your girl.
That's
Nice.
right. Nice. Very nice. Thank you for being here.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you
Guys,
so much,
Guys,
Lady
this
for
was
having
an
me.
That funny
awesome
gal.
one.
Had a ball.
Kev, do you have anything else that you need to promote before we?
I got a number of shows coming up in September, but again, like Lady Q said, just check out my website, kevtheallstar.com. Love to have you at a show. Don't be afraid. Come up to me, talk to me. You know, if I might have that weird vet look in me, still say hi.
Yeah.
It's all good. Much love.
Yep, same thing here. I did set up a show in November. It's too far from now, so just check out the page for any updates. DonDarioComedy.com or follow me anywhere, Don Dario Comedy. Also follow the podcast
Yes.
on YouTube. We need to
And
get those subscribers.
the new one, the Facebook business page,
Oh,
Dumb
yeah.
Podcast.
Oh.
Give your boys a follow, a subscribe on that.
Yeah. Tell your friends. We've got shirts. We've got merch. Come to a show. Guys, thank you all for being here. And remember, stay safe and have fun in life. Folks.
Exactly. And live to
Yeah.
laugh and laugh to live, because without laughter, what's the point, y'all?
True. Peace.
Peace.